standing on this school, and we have a couple different applications that we're going to be looking at today. Can you just walk us through the different types of roof and just the maintenance that is entailed?
So here on the school, we've got 3 different roof types. We've got a TPO roof that we're standing on, which is a plastic. We've got a metal roof 10 feet that way. And then on the other side there, we have EPDM, which is a rubber membrane. Each of these roof types have strengths and weaknesses. So they need to be maintained in a little bit different ways, and they need to be looked at a little bit different.
Here on this gutter edge, all of our water is coming off the roof over to this edge.
Any water drainage source is going to be taking all of your water, therefore it's going to be one of the more important parts of your roof. One of the things we look for, we have this stripping here, which is basically being the bonding layer between your edge metal, your drip edge that goes down into your gutter, and this TPO membrane right here. So that's going to be something that we look at. We want to make sure that is good and clean, especially on this top side. It's especially important when it comes to winter, because any small crack, you get water in it and then you go through freeze-thaw cycles.
And that seam starts to separate.
Right. It just gets in a little bit, freeze-thaws, and it eventually wedges its way in. So that's why it's really important and why you see more problems in the winter time.
So now that we've looked at the TPO roof, can you show me what Skyline looks for on a metal roof as far as maintenance?
Let's do it. This trapezoidal standing seam is actually a good example of a roof that wouldn't need as much maintenance. This is more like a once a year kind of roof. The main thing we're looking for here is that you have continuous pans from the top of this roof where the ridge cap is right here to the bottom. So in between, this is pretty much set. There's no penetrations right through this area, so there's not as much that can go wrong. So what we're really looking for is up here where these are, we have closures underneath this ridge cap. We want to make sure that those are still sealed, because you have a mechanical seal in the metal that's actually keeping water from blowing back inside there, but you also have a rubber seal and butyl seal underneath of them. So those can go bad over time, but it's not going to happen in 5 years. You know, we just want to be on it and make sure that we know that's happening before it goes terribly wrong. But this is something that's less maintenance, but still should be looked at probably once a year.
We have one more roof application to look at down here, this black EPDM. Maybe you can talk to me about how is Skyline gonna fix this issue over here? It's coming apart.
This is an EPDM roof here that is tying into a TPO roof, and it has this gravel stop metal on it. This EPDM here is supposed to be tucked up underneath of this gravel stop. It should have been forced up inside, but it's being pulled out underneath. So we really want to address this, and this is actually a leak that we don't even know is going on, because we weren't even called out here for this. We just found this in the inspection. Insulation still feels decent right here, so I don't think this has been happening for years, but it's a good thing we caught it before everything does go wrong and you have rotted wood, rotted insulation, rusted deck, that sort of stuff. Skyline always wants to maintain all of your roof types. We can do all of the commercial roofing types, and we want to make sure that we're tailoring our maintenance plan to what you actually need. Skyline, we want to make sure your roof is maintained. That's what we're here for. We want to make sure that the headache's off of you and onto us. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it, Ben. Thank you for coming out here.
Thanks, Jesse.